Hey y'all, it's your girl Diamond Pressure. Hello, hi, I'm Diamond Pressure. Hello, I don't know how to do my intro. Still working on it. Don't know. Welcome to my page where the videos are pressure. I don't know. Anyway, so the reason why I'm in this car is because I've been trying to do this video all day. When I say all day, I mean all day. Okay, and I'm gonna do it. If it's the last thing in me, I'm gonna do it. Usually I do the Kendra G videos, right? Which I'm still gonna do. I'm not straying from that. But I was on Facebook and I was sent this reel, right? I was sent this reel, and it was so intriguing that I need to watch it. I don't know if y'all know about these two siblings, who end up having a baby together. And like I say, I'm a judge that don't judge, and what that means is I'm gonna judge you. I'm gonna judge you, but then sometimes I do try to understand. So right now it looking kind of iffy, but we gonna try to see what happened, how this, because it might be something understandable. Who knows, right? Who knows? So without further ado, we gonna get to this video if I can get it started like usual. 3.
You ready to start the internet?
Sure,
She knows all about it. She got 19 million views on that first video.
That's right.
Don't ask me why that happened, but it happened. Can you explain it?
No, I can't explain it either.
People ask me, like, I mean, she's very pretty, and the face tattoos make it an interesting story, but...
I think the thing that made me stick out when it came to her is that just like all of us, she has a very checkered past, but she didn't let the illumination of everything that she's been through foreshadow into the rest of her life,
How'd you guys meet?
To be honest, off the internet, it was crazy. One day I was on Instagram and stuff, and I was just scrolling, going through, and I wound up seeing her, and it piqued my interest. And I was like, let's see what she's talking about. And I guess she had wound up following one of my old accounts before, so just got reconnected, start talking with each other. This is right around the time.
Wait, but he said, how did y'all initially meet? You talking about how y'all got reconnected. How did y'all meet in the first place? I could tell already that,
when the whole fly incident happened.
I don't like people that don't listen.
I went to jail and all that stuff, and she was just trying to find a better way to live. A better way to live.
Are you from the streets and all that?
No, I changed my life. I did, like I said, we all have checkered past and stuff, but I haven't been in no trouble since
I'm sorry. So again, right, he said, are you from the streets? So I understand you changed your life over and now you're doing better. But he said, did you start off in the streets too? So the answer would have been yes. You just changed your life around, right?
been adult and stuff.
What are you doing now for work, Josh?
Right now, so I told you I'm kind of a content creator / I help people create their content, more so, and with my jewelry business, so it's called J-Lux. I sell all from everything from 18 karat bracelets, jewelry, stuff like that, or shoes, fashion apparel, stuff like that.
And Azraya's got how many more months before your baby comes?
4.
About 4.
About 4.
4 more months.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be in the child's life?
Yes, of course, play my, we came to the terms, that we're going kind of different,
co-parent,
different paths in life, so, I'll be there, because I was a man to make the baby, so, gotta be a man to raise it.
So you guys aren't necessarily a couple, but you are the father of the kid?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Azraya is a difficult girl sometimes.
Yeah.
I can be.
I can tell you for that.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
I don't have a relationship with Azraya, but I do deal with her.
Yeah.
She emails, she texts me, how often do you text me? Pretty much every day.
Pretty much every day, yeah.
Well, since we started doing videos, I get a text from Azraya almost every day asking for gas money or room money or something.
Something, nah.
Wait a minute,
That's
wait a
right.
minute, wait a 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 minute. Two things, right? Let's get this underway. I know y'all probably can't see me, but we're gonna make it work. Two things. Number one, there's a difference between a hustler and a beggar, a vagabond, right? I'm not talking down on them. I am correcting what the interviewer is saying. Someone hitting you up every day for funds is not a hustler. Unless you're saying you're getting hustled. Are you saying you're getting hustled? Because other than that, you're a beggar, right? Whatever person is in a situation, that's whatever's going on. But don't get the two confused. Hustlers get up every day, get off their ass. They don't ask other people for stuff. Even if they gotta scheme whatever to get it, they're not looking for a handout. Right? So yeah, I just hate that people get hustlers and beggars mixed up. She'd be whatever she wanted to be, but a hustler ain't it.
A hustler.
Nah.
She's a hustler. But so your lady here is making money by, how do you make money? Sometimes you're still entertaining guys that
Yeah, selling pictures and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like if somebody texts me, like off of YouTube comment or something like that, like I'll do a meetup there. But as far as fig or anything like that,
you're not working the streets anymore.
yeah, no.
But like I got emails from a couple guys in the last year who said they
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Two. So you okay with your girl hitting up some other dude, constantly asking him for money, gas money, whatever? Because the way he smiled, like you knew about it. But if you didn't know about it, like you okay with it, like you kind of used to this type of behavior.
were dealing with you in some way. I don't know exactly what the details were, but they said there was a pimp that was involved, and he was like hustling money out of him or something. I don't know what the exact details were.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm not nothing like that.
But
So that would be, yeah, that would be like when we were still together, and he was, like, we would argue a lot, and that's what kind of made us like just, for the sake of the baby, go our
I don't
separate
believe
ways.
them.
But when he would get mad, he would put his picture on the Cash App, and so the dudes would see it and like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm not sending a dude money,
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So I would use it kind of like leverage.
There's more to the story.
Yeah, so he would have leverage.
Yeah, I would use it more like as a, like I said, we was arguing and stuff, like as a leverage thing. So it's like, oh,
You're
you
fighting
want to
as
talk to
guys and girls do sometimes.
Yeah, So like it'll be times I like try to call her and stuff, and like she wouldn't answer, or like, oh, you're not trying to talk to me or whatever. So I'm about to just go change the picture on the Cash App because I know it's gonna get your attention, And it worked.
And I told him he can't do that because it works, but it fucks up
Stuff on her end,
the little that I got going.
You're spending most of your time in New Mexico now,
Yeah.
and you have an OnlyFans that is it up and running yet?
It's not up and running yet.
One day.
Yeah.
One day. I'm trying to. These videos are hell of really great promotional tools, but you just can't get it together yet.
I mean, if you use it, use the platform, to capitalize and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like Mark said, that the fans over here seem to be gravitated towards you for whatever reason it is, But just do something.
For whatever reason it is, he a
just half
hater.
Those 19 million people have signed up for the what's the subscription, like $5.99 or something like
Whatever. It
that.
could be whatever you set it to, I think.
Oh, see, it's even better,
Well, I don't know that you have 9 million people that want to spend money on
Yeah.
OnlyFans, but you have.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but pregnant with a face tattoo, I'm not sure. You're chasing away your followers.
I was telling him last time, like that could be like a fetish or something like
No,
how guys,
yeah, that's
how
really
guys have
weirdos,
foot
Yeah.
fetishes and stuff
Right.
like
It
that.
could be.
That
Yeah.
might be a thing.
Yeah.
Might be a thing.
You don't know.
So tell me about your face tattoo. Did you talk her into getting the
He tried to talk me out
Out
of
of
it.
it. More so. I tried to talk her out of it, It's, because that's when we were like at a kind of rocky kind of stage and stuff, and I was just like, I don't think that we should do nothing permanent, like to a situation I might not be
And
permanent,
he was
you know?
a very firm believer. Oh, if you get it, this might not work out.
as my friend Sharp, who I've interviewed many times.
I actually heard that. I actually heard that you can be with somebody for 10, 15 years. But once you get their name tatted, it's like y'all relationship deteriorate. It's like a curse or something. I don't know.
In the past, said no girl is held down and made to get a face tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do it on their own.
Yeah, their own
volition.
accordance,
Yeah.
That's the beautiful part about, how do you say it? Like, about females in general is just because, like, how, like, depends on how they put their passion, it can either go one way or the complete other way, And I think it was, probably not the smartest thing to do, but, I mean, it works, I guess.
She's already got 2 guys' names tattooed on their face. Now she's got a 3rd.
Right?
You got another cheek and another side of your forehead and another side of your jaw. So you can fit about 3
y'all
more
can
guys
see
on there.
me.
I don't know.
So how do you feel
About.
just everything?
You're excited about being a mom again?
Yeah. Do it right this time,
Do you know if it's a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
It's a boy. That's
Yeah.
right. You told
That's
me
good.
that. And your other 2 boys are where?
Not with me.
Not with you.
Yeah, not with me.
That's got to be frustrating.
Yeah.
Especially during the early stages of when she was pregnant, we were still together and stuff. I noticed, like, when we'll go shopping and stuff like that for the new baby and stuff, you can kind of see, like, the disdainment in her face, like,
Yeah.
wow, like it's bring.
Not judging her or her situation, right? But I understand that. Like, people will judge you to say, like, okay, you don't have your kids or whatever. You don't have your kids, so you shouldn't be having more kids. Which is understandable, because if you can't keep, the first set, I will understand how they will say that. But also, some things, when you are being irresponsible, you don't just all of a sudden stop being irresponsible for a lot of people. Some people don't just be like, okay, this is so I should stop doing this behavior. This behavior is what got them there in the first place. So most of the time they don't stop the behavior. Also, as a woman, I can understand how hard that would be. But also, as a woman, with me understanding how hard that would be, I will go out my way not to get pregnant again if I already don't have the kids that I have. I feel like that's unfair. Stuff happens. I am very pro-choice. Y'all can go do what y'all want to, because half of y'all standing at these abortion clinics ain't adopted a child ever in life. So I don't want to hear it. When the last time y'all checked to see if schools got books? Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Then y'all want to complain about how people on food stamps. Send the baby back to God. Who could take care of the baby better than God? Okay. But yeah, I just would rather that happen than the baby possibly be in a predicament, because you can't trust these houses and these homes that the state set up for these kids, and the kids end up messed up and then getting out trying to people, all types of stuff. If you ever talk to somebody who's ever been to an orphanage or to a home, you have 1 out of 100 kids who can tell you a good story. Be proactive.
Kind of bitter, sore memories. Yeah. But feel like, no, don't cry. You okay? Don't cry. You okay?
Israel's been through a lot.
Yes.
You want to blame her for some of the. Like, sometimes she'll deal with me like she's a stone cold hustler, but I see through that and understand.
Yeah.
It's like she didn't have the parenting, she didn't have the role models, she didn't have the support system that a lot of people did, and she's just been on her own since she was
literally like 10 or 13.
Not even a teenager, basically.
Yeah.
And going through hell the entire way. So I try to have an open heart and understand that she's going through a lot, even though she's treating me like crap sometimes, which you do. But I
then again, if you're gonna be a beggar, you don't have room to be treating people like crap, because you ask for stuff. Then on top of that, taking that self-accountability, devil's advocate, somebody treating you like crap, why are you still communicating with this person? I understand for the interview purpose, but all the other texting you and other stuff is more personal. Okay, y'all need to start treating y'all personal relationship like a business, because I bet you she's not texting like CEO of Walmart or whatever other job she had. You can't do that. You need, maybe, right, if people would stop being so lenient with people, that will actually teach them to, stand up on their own. Who are you to stand in between their growth? Stop doing that.
I still have hope for you, and I think deep down inside is a good-hearted girl who can probably be a great mom and do the right thing.
She can. That's what made me really gravitate towards her, because Mr. Marcus, you can tell I'm not ugly. I'm handsome,
You're a good-looking dude.
And females never been like a problem for me. It's just I never really seen something in another person that made me like, oh my God, I want this person, And for me, with Azra, it was that she did go through actually the worst. Like, come on, guys. Like, really think about it. As a young female, all the things, because y'all seen her story, all the things that she's been through, that would, if I was me, I would have probably, you feel me? Or it would have been over. Cut the camera and everything, But her, she still, to this day, has an amazing, amazing heart. If you know Azra, you know that she has an amazing, beautiful heart, And Mark, I'm pretty sure even you can see it.
I sense that deep down inside, she's a really good person. But on the surface, sometimes she needs to survive, and these are the tools, the techniques that she's learned how to survive. And it's ugly sometimes when it comes out, but I still see who she is behind that sometimes.
Thank you for that.
It takes a lot of courage to sit in these chairs with me sometimes, because, like in the past, I did an interview with Azraya, and one of her previous...
Having a Jordan tattoo on your neck is crazy. It's wild work. It's crazy work. But again, she got the face tattoos. But those are actually somebody's names. To have a Jordan, and she better have on Jordans. She better have on the motherfucking pair of Jordans, I swear to God. She better have on the fucking pair of Jordans, because the thing is, on these shows, because I watch these interviews, they're going to pan all the way down. And when they pan all the way down, for you to be a marketing billboard, every pair of shoe you need to have on this logo. If you love Jordan that much to get that tatted on your throat, first of all, tatted, but on the throat, you better have on a pair of Jordans.
Boyfriends, pimps, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, something
situation.
Like that. Maybe both.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll ask some questions that are uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Fly handled them really well, I thought. Were you ever in the situation to be a pimp with Azraya?
Originally, in the beginning of our relationship, it was brought up to me, as an idea, when we wound up going through, a little hard patch or whatever. But for me, it was just, completely a no-go. If she was going to do that, then we should just cut ways, part ways right here and there. I don't feel like...
That's not your thing.
Yeah, no, I don't feel like... We're in a generation of opportunity, And I don't feel like, personally, you putting yourself, risking yourself... I seen you guys' story together, It's just no. I cannot call myself a man, or that I love you, I care about you in any type of way, shape, or form, and put you in a situation where I know 9 times out of 10 harm could come your way, And that's just...
Even now that we're not, on the best of terms, he doesn't allow stuff like that.
Stuff, yeah. Feel me? I don't let certain stuff go down. And it's deeper, now, we have a child, and the internet is forever, One day that kid, he's going to be up on YouTube.
Come here.
If there's still a YouTube around, at that point in time, he could just type it in. Oh, I wonder what my dad was doing around this age, And I don't want him to have a bad perspective, on the situation, because this situation can be deemed as bad, But I like to, as I was growing and learning through life, is that a lot of things is just about perspective, From the outside, what she was doing, it's whoa, and this, that, you feel me? But from the inside, you see that, well, damn, she didn't know no better. You feel me? Not she didn't know no better, because we all do. You feel me? But, these are the only tools that was really around her that she grew and got to develop, because nobody else gave her the chance to grow any other skills, And, yeah, it's pretty much that. But once we decided that that was a no-go, the whole thing he came up with her starting her own content creation page and stuff for, the OnlyFans and stuff. And, yeah, so that's where we're at with it. She's gonna move forward doing that. It's a safer avenue, you know.
How do you feel about her doing OnlyFans?
It's safer, you know. It's safer, and still.
It's not ideal for any woman, but it is a safer way
Yeah,
to
you know,
make money.
the lesser of the two evils, you know.
I mean, there's a lot of girls that went to college and are doing it. So
Nah.
Hey, you feel me?
To be okay with your girl doing
one girl
OnlyFans
was
is
a lawyer
wild.
and she's now doing it. So
Okay.
Yeah, see, so it happens, you know.
yeah,
It happens.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a thing.
It's a thing, yeah. It's a thing for sure, man.
Okay, there's more. Thought this was the end of the video.
All right, Azariah and Joshua, welcome back. Nice to see you again. Your stomach is bigger, Azariah.
Yes. Every day.
You're getting bigger and bigger. Now, we speak on the phone often, or we text often, but you guys have learned something since the last time we talked a month or 3 ago.
Correct.
Yes.
What did you guys find out?
So, Mr. Mark, we found out that we are actually step siblings, and we
Okay.
have Benjamin.
You
Okay, well that's different. To find out your parents is married, right? That doesn't count. I mean, it's frowned upon. I don't think you should do it. There's really some XXX video type stuff, but it's not exactly illegal. You have two different parents, so. But we're gonna get through this. I said I was gonna watch it, so now I'm gonna watch it.
guys have the same
Same dad.
same father.
Yes.
How'd you guys find this out?
Okay, that's not what step parents mean. I mean, step siblings mean. That's not what that means. That's not what that means. That's not what that means. Right? Y'all ain't step shit. Y'all ain't stepping away from shit. Y'all are siblings. If y'all have the same mom, same dad, y'all ain't gotta have both. Y'all blood related. You ain't no stepping it. Y'all right next to each other. Ain't no room to step.
Like a family
reunion,
reunion.
gathering type of situation.
What was that like when you find out that you're brother and sister?
Scary. It's like, so she wants to introduce me to
I
her
can
favorite
understand
auntie, you know? And it's like, oh, this is that. You look kind of familiar, and this, that. Remind me of somebody named Brandy. And then the whole thing was like, oh, baby, where's your parents from? Because my family's from LA too, you know? And, you know, one thing led to another, and I find out that my pops had Azariah a few years before he had me.
Yeah, so I was the firstborn.
She was the firstborn, and yeah.
That's
And then
big.
dad
I blame
just
their
had
daddy.
a whole bunch of other kids.
and, you know, he was a
I blame their daddy. And I know women, okay, yeah, they can have, but who you also give your seed to, you have to take responsibility for that. And if you just having kid here and there and there and there and there, and then they're not meeting each other, these type of things happen. We see it all the time. And it's created from all these broken homes because this mom is here, this mom is there. Like, my dad complained about how much child support he's on. Well, yeah, but you also decided to get multiple women pregnant. I mean, I am the third, but if you would have stopped at 1 or 2, okay, cool. But you also wouldn't be like, you know, I have one son. One. One and done, decided to sit my ass down. I always say I would never be a baby mama to 2 different men. Never. Never, ever, ever, ever. And I know some people make mistakes. Yeah, but some people, your relationship should be more important than that. And that's that net, right? Because if you're just like, okay, I'll get pregnant and then I'll just take care of the baby. So now you're just left with the responsibility. If my relationship is more important than just me having kids, then you would stand on it. I feel like a lot of women should actually take a lot of tips for men as far as relationship going. Not on everything, because some men are really messed up. But as men will have sex with anybody, but they will only marry one person. Even though we talking about how this man just had kids by different people, but if a man feel like you did something wrong, they will leave you in a hot second. Whereas a woman will forgive you and forgive you, forgive you, forgive you. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. That shame on that. Let's get back to the video because I was ranting for a second.
Rolling Stone, where every lady's house was his home type of situation.
How many kids does your dad have?
20.
Your dad has 20 kids.
20.
So.
Including the one he just had?
Oh, no, like 21 now. Yeah, 21 now. So.
Your dad stays busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did this make you feel, Azariah?
I know a few people, like, on his side of the family was like, oh, like, that's weird, and this and that, and didn't agree with it at first, but then it's just like, and when he put it how he put it, like, how is it weird? She grew up how she grew up, and she didn't really have nobody, no brothers, no sisters, no nothing like that, and, you know, we just kind of
met.
met.
So you grew up without family?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't really know
exactly
who was who?
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Like guys, right?
And now that you guys found out your baby's too big, probably to abort.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, so it was like kind of like almost like a polar opposite type of situation from our upbringings in like other ways, you know, like Azariah was really like up on her own, you know, and had to like do stuff herself. And like my family's very like open and like, you know, closing that with each other. And like, basically at the end of the day, when they found that like it made me happy, you know, it's just stopped.
There was nothing they could tell.
Nothing they could do, you know.
You guys seem to be really, like both times I've seen you, you seem to get along really well.
Yeah.
Even though you're not really.
No, we're not together.
You're not together. But when the baby comes, you're going to be there.
Yeah, of course.
You know? Okay.
Yes, I was a man to make my son. I'll be a man to help raise my son, you know?
That's great. Yeah, you seem like a good dude.
Thank you.
I like how this turned out. Okay, I understand. Yeah, because I would do the same.
I think it's technically illegal or something like that, isn't it? Even though you guys found this out after, like, well after.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we did find out that there might be a little bit of legal, like, you know, repercussions and this, that, you know, but how we feel personally is that, like, we didn't know, you know, like, she didn't know, I didn't know, you know.
You had no
like, no intentions, like, to do this type of ordeal. So it's like, you know, one of those type of situations. And the deal is done, cake's been baked, you know, and we got to live with what we did, you know.
Yeah.
Have you looked into the possibility of some kind of genetic problems with this?
Yeah, so last night I did some research, and because it's only like half siblings, the chances of like deformities or anything like that were like 25 to 50%, whereas if we were like fully related, it would be like 80 to 90, or, you know, like a more higher rate.
How do you feel about that?
Pretty good. I mean, he's healthy. He moves around a lot.
Okay.
She got the, you know, like your little pictures.
Oh, yeah, I got a 3D.
Yeah, like a 3D scan and
ultrasound.
Stuff. And they said, like, he's
healthy,
developing good
heartbeat.
Everything, so.
That's good.
You know, we got to see what the future waits for.
Whatever happens with parents, that's parents. I would never wish bad on somebody's baby. I'm never the type to be like, oh, your baby is an abomination, and no. That baby is innocent. It has nothing to do with how it was created. And a lot of people like to do that, and then the kid come out with a complex, and again, now this kid is messed up. But again, right, as y'all seen, even though they found out that they were siblings, they're not together, just raising a kid. And that's better than what a lot of y'all can say for yourselves, and y'all ain't. Y'all born on two different sides of the world, and y'all can't do what they doing. So I give them respect for that. Like I say, I judge, but I also hear people out. You know, you gotta give props where props due.
You know, but we know everything's gonna be good. It's gonna be amazing and great, and we're gonna update you guys. You know, put y'all a part of his life, a part of our life. You know, let y'all know what's going on.
Very interesting development.
Yes.
Well, I wish the best for you, Azariah. And Joshua, I hope you guys come back after the baby comes out, and we'll see that everything's cool. Hopefully it is.
All right, to be continued. Thank you so much,
All right,
Mr.
we're
Murray.
happy for you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we're going to go to the second one. Right, there's one more. I gotta find it. Where is it? Maybe I can do that again. I know what I just came through, but shut up. Hold on. This one.
It's a beautiful surprise. He came on Father's Day, you know.
He came on Father's Day?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Early in the morning.
Early in the morning, you know. Had him in Rhode Island and stuff, and like it was crazy, you know. Like it was just like a whole different experience, cause me and like all my family are like either from like born in like the South or like you know California and stuff like that.
So you guys moved to Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you move to Rhode Island?
Just for like legal purposes and stuff like that. To be
Explain that,
completely
please.
honest. So everybody already know, you know, we opened up our life to you guys and stuff like that. So basically, with this current delegation that we got going on and stuff like that, we all know like the checker past, you know, and stuff like that. What we basically didn't want to happen was to be a repeat of, how do I say, harder or more difficult times. And
You didn't want to lose the baby.
yeah.
And Delaware happens to be the only state in the country where...
No, not Delaware.
Rhode Island.
I'm sorry, not Delaware.
So
Rhode Island.
there's like actually when this first was happening, right? There was only like 2, but now there's like 3 states now that are actually. Here you go.
Good for them that they found Delaware. But why do more states need to legalize this? Is this happening more often? Is this like an ongoing thing that people... Because I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about my brothers.
I seen that coming.
There are 3 states that this is legal?
Yeah. So now there's 3 states where
Brother and sister can...
it's actually legal. So one of them, personally, would be New Jersey, right? Now we all know me, right? I'm not doing that. I can't be up in Jersey with it, and it's just not for me, you know.
Too much trouble there?
Yeah, just not that, right? So then 2 would be Rhode Island, which I'll wind up picking, you know. But we're gonna go into that a little bit deeper.
What's the 3rd state?
The 3rd state is actually Ohio, and they actually wind up legalizing it this year. You feel me? So, yeah.
Brothers and sisters, keep that in mind.
Please don't. Please don't.
But if
Please
you
don't
guys
keep that in
seen
mind.
Azariah channel, she basically showed you guys like her whole tiny house like thing that she was doing, her little venture and stuff. So she actually started expanding,
Yes.
and
Can I grab
that's
his bottle?
Oh, sure.
it's part of the process, gang. It's part of the process. There we go.
Aww. These say taking care of their baby. God damn it.
In the zipper part.
Here's the part. Okay.
I kind of hate that they're brother and sister because they actually look like good parents together. I know. I just hate that it's under this circumstance. I wish that it wasn't.
Here you go.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Here you go.
You cool now?
You should be alright. Yeah, fatty. Yeah, fatty. There we go.
So you guys are living in a tiny home? Is that what it is?
So like currently right now, right? It's like
It's more like a prefab.
like a prefab, like you know, like
Like you buy it and just build it,
put it together, kind of ordeal, like you know,
like flip out certain pieces and stuff like that.
Like you can actually like you can search them up like on Amazon, like they're actually like relatively like nice and stuff.
And you're doing
like
this on whose property?
up on a property that we wind up like you know like trying to like you know get together with like the help of like you know everything that's
I'm sorry,
been
whose
going
property?
on. like our property.
You
like,
bought it.
From, yeah.
You did.
From,
Okay.
yeah.
So you bought some land in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
You
And,
have a little.
He said, "Fuck all the talking shit." You said, "Whose property?" Oh shit!
Big change.
A little big change, yeah, you feel me? But
It's gonna be cold in the winter.
yeah, that's very true. That's one thing that me personally I'm not used to. You know, like I'm kind of like a desert baby. You know, so yeah, that's one thing that's gonna be like a big type of change and stuff like that. But
Because Ryan, how does motherhood feel for you again?
Good. It brings up, you know, like a lot of old stuff, but I mean, overall, it's good.
You're gonna do it right this time.
yeah, and I'm very proud of her too, Mark. Just because y'all know like us on like a kind of like more personal type of level. So like, you know, one thing I could generally say is that like I'm generally proud of Azariah, you feel me? Because I seen her like how do you say, step up more. So like as a mother, you feel me, and put herself and not only just herself, but like the future of her child, you feel me, first, you know. And that's been something that like what made us kind of like split up in the past, you know, and stuff, and like where we're not, you know, like this, you know, and stuff like that.
You're no longer a couple.
Yeah, we're not a couple,
But
you know.
you're gonna stick
But I'm
around.
here for my son, you know, and that's just like as a man, you know, I have to do those type of things, you know, because I can't be like acting like, oh, I was a little boy, you know, when I was doing this stuff, you know, and then now when it comes to the consequence of that,
How old are you now?
Me, I just turned 22.
22, and Azariah, you are
25.
25.
Yeah, you feel me? So I just
He's
couldn't
very
let
wise
like
for a
those type
22-year-old.
of like those actions, like, you know, like just like, you know, like I shouldn't have my son have to go through the consequences of my actions, you know, and just me, just generally, just as a man, like how can you not raise, like, you know, what is yours, you know? That's just like,
Trying
you know?
to do the honorable thing.
Yeah.
That's great.
Feel me?
That's great.
And like, even though me and his mother don't see eye to eye, you know, because you know, stuff from, I could say like our past and stuff like that. Like with the last video, like I said, like, you know, because we're going two different directions in life and stuff like that. I could generally say that like I'm proud of Azariah for like just seeing like the way that she changed, you know, because for me, when I changed like my ways of life and stuff like that, I just know how hard that was generally, like on yourself, you know. And you know, like how fast money works and stuff like that, you know, it's like it's different, bro, like, you know, from getting money like this, you feel me, then to have to actually, like, you know. But I can say this though, like when you do actually work for it, you have like a different appreciation for it, you know, like it's a different type of thing, you know.
You're more likely to hang on to it too.
Yeah, you're more likely to hang on to it. That's right. You feel me? Because you know, like, the effort and stuff like that goes into it, you know? And that's why, like, me personally, Mark, I want to tell you thank you, Mark, like, generally, Mark, because you've been, like, an actual, genuine blessing, you feel me? Just, like, not only to us, like, you know, and our situation, Mark, but just, like, to people in general, Mark, like, you know, with the Rebecca story or whatever, you know, Mark? Like, I genuinely want to thank you for that, Mark, you feel me? Yeah, no, Mark, but, like, that's what I want to say, though, like, Mark, like, it's,
Mark.
like, to the extent of that, Mark, you don't
Mark.
understand that, like, you make an opportunity, right, for the person, you know? So, like, that was, like, my main thingy, like, you know, like with her and stuff like that, is, like, how are you going to get hand a blessing, right, and, like, not, like, you know what I'm saying, like, do with it, because, like, think about it, 20 million views, right, Mark? She started her YouTube channel, like, last year. Granted, you feel me, she's monetized now and stuff like that, you know? That's cool, that's that, right? But, Mark, like, think about that.
If she had done
20 million views, Mark, like, you know what I'm saying?
I was telling her this. If she had
You
done
know what
this
I'm
when
saying?
she had 20 million people watching her story, she would be one of the top people on
Like, come on
OnlyFans.
now, you feel me? Like, come
So
on
to do it now when everybody sees her as a hustler, and now
Yeah,
she's
no,
actually coming around, which is ironic. You know, she's no longer the same hustler that she used to be.
Yeah.
Now she's becoming like the mother and maybe the person that we all hoped she would be.
So now she's becoming a hustler.
She's probably lost all that support.
No, yeah, no,
But
like,
you
I
get- who
feel
knows?
like, look, Mark, like, you feel me personally, right? I feel like that was my problem, like, you know, it's like...
You're
like
a content
line.
creator. How come you can't help her with her OnlyFans?
Huh? Oh, no, I do. Yes, I do. So, me, actually, I'm, like, actually in, like,
But I don't
you
know
like,
what's
the
going
filming.
on. Like, if it's something just with OnlyFans, or it's like how we're posting it, or you know, like how
Like,
he
what's
does
going
edits,
on?
because he'll do edits and then like throw like, you know, like somebody famous funny saying something, or you know, like something like that, and it'll keep saying like to tag or put an at mention
or some weird shit like that, and like it's crazy because like
so then he
how
made
I
his
get,
own.
like the
But even when I like try to link
it like do some weird shit, like
So
you know,
and it flags a lot of the posts
You're
that we
using
put
other
up.
people's content?
No,
we're using our content,
right?
But like with somebody, like you know how you can add in like somebody saying.
I got you. Look, I got you. Look. So basically, right? So how I be like, basically like, how do you say, like advertising sometimes, like little ads to get the people directed to our OnlyFans account and stuff like that.
On what platform?
On I do like a multiple different things. So like sometimes like TikTok or like how do you say?
Yeah, but
like,
a lot of these platforms don't want people advertising their OnlyFans.
Yes, you feel me? So, like, when they wind up clicking a link, you know, and going from, like, you know, the TikTok to Instagram, whatever the case is, you know, and going to the OnlyFans and shit like that, it sometimes, you know, tries to act weird and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I think you have to be a little bit, you have to play their game.
Yeah, you know, so it's more so, like, finding out what are the exact hard lines,
You're
you
learning.
know, like, what comes to it, like, what is
I mean, there are other people doing it, and they're wildly successful, so if you guys are clever, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's
I've never
right.
even been on OnlyFans, so I don't even know what
Right.
games you need to play. But I've interviewed a bunch of girls that have done it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's something you can figure out.
Yeah. You know, with everything with education, you know, just like learning, you know, and going through the process.
Do guys do OnlyFans? Is OnlyFans only for girls?
I'm pretty sure it's a YouTube video out there or something about it.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
So,
You know, nowadays you could just Google
anything, right? That's facts.
Yeah. So, Raya, how are you feeling with being a mother? How's everything? Your body's recovering?
Yeah, pretty good.
That's right.
What's the most difficult part of this? Sleep schedule?
Yeah, I'd say the sleeping. And then I breastfeed a lot of the time. So
good.
when I don't, it's like, it's very painful. And I've told him a few times, like, I don't think I could breastfeed anymore. So now I do both, though, to give me like a little bit of time if I need it.
How are you liking Rhode Island?
Very different. But in a good way, though. You know, it's like you can't get into trouble if you really go, you know, unless you really go out and look for it.
I'm not a lawyer, but now that you've had the baby, you had the baby in a hospital in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you're fine, you're drug free, I assume, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So you guys could probably move to wherever you want, back to New Mexico, anywhere.
So we
like,
still have that property, but we're thinking
gonna
about Airbnb-ing it out.
Like making like a luxury glamping spot, you know, like put like a few like luxury glamping like tents there just to like create some
Because
passive
it's too hot
income,
out there for him.
you know, and
Too hot in Rhode Island?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, New
In
Mexico.
New Mexico.
Yeah.
So like when we got the property in New Mexico, it's like 5 acres, you know, but like it's just in the middle of the desert, right? So we like, okay, realistically, we don't want to be here, but we don't want to take that like financial loss, you know, of like, oh, we spent the shit, but like now we're not about to use nothing with it, right? So for legal purposes and like other reasons, right? Like why not make some money with it, you know?
Sure.
And like if you like look up like, you know, like little Airbnbs and stuff like that, like up in Joshua Tree or like little different like desert spots and stuff like that. And me personally speaking, the property in New Mexico, fucking beautiful. You feel me? Compared to like some Joshua Tree type of shit. So you feel me? Like our whole plan is like to like drop like at least like 10 to 15 like luxury glamping like dome style tents out there, you know, and then like just, you know, rent them out.
What city is it in?
It's up in like it's in Aquila, so it's in between Demi, New Mexico and La Cruces. You feel me? So like in Aquila,
Yep, some people are into that.
you know, but just trying to like that's why I said like little stuff like that, you know, cause like not trying to be like that, right? But like I didn't know what I was gonna do with the land, like, you know, like she having a baby and this stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, okay, like, you know, you do whatever like you're gonna do with that and this that. But then like, you know, she wanted like going to Rhode Island and stuff. So it's like, okay, so like what are you gonna do with that?
So are you living in Rhode Island as well?
No, I'm actually going like back and forth like between New Jersey, like Rhode Island type of ordeal. You feel me?
That's gonna be hard.
But that's why I said like, oh, like you seen like earlier in the video, I was like, oh, I really don't like New Jersey. I say that because I've been there. You feel me? Like, yeah, it's like, so I'm trying to figure something else out. You feel me, bro?
I mean, there are beautiful parts of New Jersey too, but
Yeah.
maybe they're out of your price range or something.
Yeah, so maybe like Ohio, maybe for like me, you feel me? Just so it's like it's still legal, but like, you know, like
Well, I mean,
How you assume how much this man make, bruh?
Now that you've had the baby, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know. But you've already had the baby, so I don't think anyone's going to be taking it away from you now.
I mean, there's not much they can really
That
do.
is not, yeah, like, you know, but, like, just to be safe, you feel me, and not sorry, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, Mark, like, this is, like, my first, like, son, you feel me, bro? And, like, this is, like, a different
You don't
type
want to
of
risk
feeling.
it.
Yeah, you know, like, this is a different type of feeling.
Did the hospital understand that you guys were brother and sister when the baby was coming?
No, they didn't ask any questions.
They didn't ask
like
nothing
that.
because, like, he came out perfect, bro. Like, you feel me? And, like, that's why, bro, God is real,
And I didn't
y'all.
tell
God is
them
real.
much
I really
either.
be
I
praying,
just,
bro.
you know, kind of.
Well, yeah, that's kind of dumb because I don't know how many kids he done had, but I've never once heard somebody's like, yeah, he did the paperwork, you know, took his fingerprints and footprints, and they asked me, was me his dad, brother, and sister, and what? Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Went in there yelling and screaming at everybody.
No, really. The lady tried to touch her leg, right? She was like, bitch, get the fuck off, man. Like, you feel me? The shit was funny as hell. She was
It
not
hurt.
playing.
I wasn't really ready for that. I probably could say.
But Benjamin is fine. He's got 10 fingers, 10 toes.
10 fingers, 10 toes.
And the doctor said he's perfectly healthy and everything, you know. I'm glad, bro. Prayed over him. Prayers came true. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that, man.
Well, I'm happy for you guys.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, bro.
I hope, Joshua, you stay in Benjamin's life.
Oh, yeah, you already know. You already know. That's my son. However he rocking, I'm rolling, you know?
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for giving us a little update. I wish you all the luck in the world,
Thank you, Mark.
as I always say. Thank you.
Have a good one.
So, what's the rest of the video? Oh, they got an update. Okay. I was about to say, we still got some left.
He's so cute.
Thank you.
Oh, where's he at?
So he's healthy?
Yes, very healthy.
No problem.
One thing I can say about her is each video she looks better and better. She does. You can tell she's improving in her life. Like, I'm proud of her. You can tell she's probably been through a lot, but you tell she's gained a little weight. Like, she's not fat, but she's looking healthy. Like, her hair is looking healthy. She's kind of got a glow to her. Like, yeah. Yeah.
With having a brother as the father.
Yeah, I know.
That's great. And where are you? So you're living now. You moved to Rhode Island.
Yeah.
For what reason?
Having the baby out there was legal.
They allow that
Yes.
in Rhode Island.
Yes.
That's
so
interesting.
we just took that big change, you know, to be safe.
Is that the only state in the country, you think?
Um,
I know you looked it up.
Rhode Island,
Well, she got a little tummy.
New Jersey?
She look
New
good.
Jersey, and then I think
good.
Ohio just passed it.
So you can have kids with your brother
Yeah.
or sister, I guess.
Yeah.
Interesting. Does it have to be a half brother?
It's just you can't marry. Like you wouldn't be able to
But
get
you could
married.
have kids with your full brother or sister?
Yeah.
I'm going to check on that law. So how old is Benjamin now?
He just
So what is the penalty if the only thing is that y'all can't get married? Y'all's breaking up anyway, so y'all could have stayed where y'all was at.
turned a month yesterday.
He's a month.
Mhm.
He's been a good kid?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you know,
Why you so
normally he only
weird?
cries when he's hungry or when he has a wet diaper.
is that like a white baby thing? I mean, I think they're like mixed. But it's they're like a light person thing for you to be that red when you're a baby.
Interesting. He kind of looks like you.
I think he looks like his dad.
You think so?
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, you guys look alike, too.
Yeah.
Straight hair, though.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he'll probably have my hair.
Yeah.
Just farted.
How do you feel about being a mom again?
Good. It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
It doesn't get easier either.
No.
We were talking a little bit before we got.
Hey y'all, so as you see, it's a change of scenery, right? Um, that it ended up not working. So here I am now, so I can actually finish this shit. So just letting y'all know, it was just a slight interruption, just a slight one. I should have been doing this while I was talking, huh? Yeah.
6 to 7.
Yeah.
You're working on trying to get them back.
Yeah, probably go to court and, you know, do a full custody type of thing. And
It doesn't quite make sense to me or anyone else that some person who's not even your family has your kids,
yeah,
and you didn't adopt them. You just
just by my consent instead of them going into the system.
oh, is that what it
Yeah.
is? And he doesn't want to give them back now that you're clean and.
No.
But you should be able to get them back, I would think, since you are their biological mom and you're kind of getting your life together now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're living in Rhode Island now. You are with the help of Joshua or not?
Yeah.
He's gonna be there with you.
Well, he wants to move somewhere else, so he asked if I wanted to move with the baby because it's hot out there. That's the whole reason why I kind of came back to, you know, hot, and then he had to get his social and his birth certificate, and because it's a tiny house and it's on undeveloped land that we bought out there, you have to go through like a whole process to get an actual address out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Well, you haven't even seen winter yet.
yeah.
You think summer's bad? Wait till winter comes.
So it's like up in the air where we're actually gonna stay. But for right now, I live in Rhode Island. Josh lives wherever he lives. I don't care to really, you know. But he comes around, sees his baby, you know, takes him out and stuff. So
It's nice. And you're gonna support yourself how?
OnlyFans and YouTube, and I don't know, I might look for a job that I could do like at home on a computer or something for right now until he's like old enough, you know.
Life is hard.
It is.
You're 25?
25, yeah.
25. Do you have any regrets in your life?
Yeah, a few.
What are some of your regrets?
I'd say one, like, not choosing, but being blinded by my own downfalls and my own, you know, fuck ups, and choosing drugs over my first two sons, and probably all the tattoos and stuff I wouldn't have done. But I'm looking into getting them removed through Homeboys.
I was looking at some photos that you showed me
Yeah.
of you. I think they were mostly older before you got the face tattoos.
Yeah.
And
She
you're
was
as beautiful as
gorgeous.
anybody that ever walked. You're an extraordinarily beautiful young lady
Thank you.
without all the ink on your face and
Yeah.
neck and everywhere
I
else.
felt like that was a big regret.
You know, my Noelle, who works with me, is like an incredible detective, and she did some homework on you, and she found your father. She saw a photo of your father.
Hmm.
His entire face is covered in tattoos.
Yes. That's kind of what,
That's what opened the door for you to get some.
yeah. Yeah.
When I saw that, I said, "Oh, that explains everything."
Yeah.
It wasn't like these pimps were holding you down and tattooing your face.
Mm-mm.
It was just that you grew up with. I mean, you didn't even grow up with him.
I didn't grow up with him, but
You saw him at
he
some
did.
point.
Yeah, he did come and visit, and while I was in jail after he got out of prison, and then while I was in placement, him and his now ex-wife, they would come and visit me, and the plan was for me to go over there, but like he started molesting me during the visits after
Your dad?
Yeah. So that
Whoa.
put a lot on me wanting to go over there anymore or staying with them. So at that point,
What age did that happen?
about 14, 15.
You were already doing this kind of work. I mean, the
Yeah.
prostitution at that
Yeah.
age, right?
So put like a different kind of You know, like
Your
I'd
whole-
rather be in here than, you know.
Your whole
go-
life has been just a.
Yeah, just a disaster everywhere. You know?
That's why sometimes when I want to get really angry with you, I check myself and I realize you have to understand where Azariah came from.
I'm trying to get better.
And who she had on her side. Like, you had no mom, you had no dad, you were just
Yeah.
thrown out to the system and wolves and the pimps, and here you are at 25. At least you got clean from drugs.
Yes. And that was hard, you know, because like a lot of times, like when me and Josh had first got together, you smiling? When me and Josh had first got together, I was still battling, doing drugs and stuff like that, and he would get pissed off, and I'm like, what the fuck is your fucking problem, you know, like, it's not your body, why do you care? And it's just like, oh, because I actually care about you, you know, and you're better than doing that. So that caused a lot of our conflicts with us being together in the early stage, because he didn't want me doing it, and I still felt like I had to. Seriously. So, it took me some time, but yeah, I've been clean for a couple years now.
That's great.
Hey.
You sure?
He was up all night, so
That happens.
he's gonna be fussy. Yeah, I'm talking about you.
Do you have any family other than Joshua that you can ever go to or get help from or help you with the kid or anything like that?
I have my mom, but you know, she's still battling her own drug problems and stuff like that.
Where is she?
In Long Beach.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, when I had my son, I sent her a picture, you know, and like in hopes that she would reach out and try to see him or something, but she didn't ask, she didn't bother, so I kind of expected it, you know, but it still kind of hurt.
It's hard for me to see somebody who had so little going for them, and here you are struggling and trying to make your way, and it's like it's just interesting to see how you're navigating life and what you're doing to survive. I think honestly, I mean, maybe it's just because I'm a visual person. The face tattoos are what mess you up
Yeah.
the most. Because whether you're going to try to get a job or go through a job interview or even do OnlyFans, the biggest problem you have are the face tattoos.
Yeah. So those won't be probably the only ones I've removed, but they'll probably be the first that get removed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the face ones that are the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Tattoos are so common now. But when you have 3 different dudes' faces on your names on your face, it's like,
Yeah, it's a big conflict. Yeah. Hey.
what are your longer term plans? You want to stay in Rhode Island?
Yeah, either Rhode Island or maybe Ohio. I was thinking
Well,
about.
because now that you've had the kid, you can go anywhere, right?
Yeah, but it's just cheaper out there, especially for me because I haven't started making a lot of money on OnlyFans
Yeah.
yet. I've made some, but not a lot because I haven't been very consistent with
Yes.
it, especially recently.
You're not even staying at home, so it's hard.
Yeah, so it's hard to get
It's
my
hard
own
to tell your-
privacy and be
Your
able
house
to.
guest, like, I'm going to shoot some OnlyFans content in your living
Yeah.
room. You don't mind?
Like, can you watch him real quick? I gotta go do something, and then I'll be in there for like a little minute, and what's going on? So. But eventually, I was looking at places in Ohio because I still have to make payments on the building that we had got.
In Rhode Island.
Yeah, so I'm still having to make payments on those. I think my payments every month is like $5 something, so I'm about like 2 months behind. So.
When you had the baby, did the nurses or doctors or anyone say anything about the father being?
No, they
They
didn't ask. They
didn't
didn't.
ask?
Yeah. They just asked if he wanted to be on the birth certificate, if he wanted to sign the birth certificate, and he was like, yeah.
long as the baby's fine and you're a good mom, I think we're probably okay. It's
Yeah.
I don't know the genetics
still
behind it
rare.
all. It seems like I'm surprised that it's legal, but maybe it's just
Maybe
my
I don't know a lot of light
assumptions
skinned babies. Maybe.
that are incorrect.
It's okay.
Is there anything you've learned in your life, Azariah? 25 years, you've been through a lot.
My main thing was that I was always trying to move too fast and, fast money and, oh, I got to do this and I have to do it now. And,
You're hanging
I'm
around-
used to doing it on my own. I know everything, but,
You're hanging around a lot of-
nobody actually ever knows everything. You could be 90, 80 something years old and still don't know it all, And just like slowing down in life, like I feel like having him slowed me down a lot in life where it was just like, okay, just sit the hell down, really think about what can go wrong, how things could play out, and it's just like when you do that, it's just like, okay, it's really not even that serious.
You talking about Benjamin?
Yeah,
He slows you down?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm glad for that because it's been a few times where it's just like, damn, I don't have nothing, like, even now, like, not knowing how I'm going to pay my house bills or nothing like that, it's just like, okay, just sit down, calm down, you'll figure it out, Oh, thank you. You smiling?
All right, well, let me see if I can help you get back to Rhode Island.
Okay.
And let's just keep in touch and see what the future holds for you.
Okay.
I wish you lots of luck.
Thank you.
All right, great seeing you guys.
You too.
Thanks.
It must be another one because it's not done yet. Okay, so yeah, another month later. Okay.
You can't give these people a hard time. Like with you, like where was your mom and dad?
Not
Dad
there
was
at
in
all.
prison. Mom was on drugs.
Doing her, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like we're going to give you a hard time for doing some of the things you've done.
I mean, even now when Josh got upset, I called her. Well, I didn't call her. I texted her with a picture of the baby once I had him, and he was pissed. He's like, "What the fuck? Like she didn't even give a fuck about you. You expect her to give a fuck about him?"
So your mom is still around.
Yeah.
And you're,
I talked to her here and there, but now she has no phone. Something happened with her apartment.
bring your mom in for an interview.
Yeah, I will. I
Bring her
can.
in. Bring her in.
Yeah, I was planning on going and maybe trying to see her today. I don't know if she's home or not, but
I'll be nice to her. I'm cool. I'm cool with you.
Yeah.
If I can be nice to you, I can be nice to anybody.
oh yeah,
More
and
content.
she's out there. Like she has schizophrenic personality
No, but it's like
disorders.
it would help everybody, my viewers especially, understand.
And I would bring Dad in too, but I don't talk to him. He hasn't reached out in a while, so.
God, that'd be cool as shit.
And I know his brother just passed away, and I got that information from Josh's mom, and I was like, wow,
Bring your mom and dad in.
yeah, that'll be an interview.
I mean, it would just help us understand
Yeah.
how some of these things happen.
Mhm.
Because, like, still to this day, every time I get pissed at you, which is often, I'm really not pissed at you. It just makes me step back and realize, look what she came from. Look what her mom was. Your mom was on the streets when you were born.
Yeah.
She was on drugs. Your
Doing
dad was
her.
in prison.
Yeah.
Like, what are you supposed to do? Come up, just be a straight arrow now?
I wish.
So you're trying to survive, and you
Yeah.
found some arrangement here with you and with me, where you can maybe get money out of me, and I'm probably a fool.
And even when you don't, I figure it out somehow. It's not as much as you help me out with, but it gets me by.
Somebody. Yeah, you're just hustling. How are things going with Joshua? So Joshua is your brother.
He is my brother.
Yeah,
yes.
even though you've said
Yes.
on social media that he's not.
We have the same dad, different moms.
Yeah, basically,
yeah,
it's
but
what you told me.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not saying
my brother,
everything
yeah.
I get out of you is the truth, but that is the truth.
No, but that is. I mean, you could just look at us and tell, like, oh yeah, you guys have to be related, So yeah, we are related. It was something to piss you off.
I think our relationship
What?
is kind of becoming like almost.
So she told him that they're not sisters or brothers. That you just doing stuff just to piss him off when you are you asking this man for money. You're going out your way to be an asshole. That man is very understanding.
It's becoming more interesting.
Yeah,
because now we're comfortable with each other. I know you lie. You know you lie.
Yeah.
You know I understand you lie. And it's like
Yeah.
the whole thing is cool. Not cool, but it's like I understand what it is. You're just trying to make ends meet.
Yeah, just survive, yeah.
Do you have other people that you're contacting for money sometimes?
Yes, so I have a woman that stays up. Well, before she stayed in Illinois, but she moved to Montana.
Yeah, I've spoken to her.
Yeah, and she's helped me a lot.
I told her not to.
Yeah, she texted me and told me you told her not to.
Yeah.
She said, "Yeah, Mark texted me and told me you're probably not gonna come."
No, I just don't. I don't want anyone else. I don't want anyone else to get sucked into some bullshit.
And so I was actually on my way. She still
What
ended
type
up
of
sending me
weird
the gas
shit is going
money.
on
She
here?
helped.
Wait a minute. Okay, so this is really starting to get a little weird. Okay, the fact that the interviewer is so entangled in her life is a little bit extra. Why? First of all, the fact that you're giving her money, and then the fact that you're still giving her money, but then you're going to text somebody else not to give her money, and it's just
Sounded very nice.
y'all
Yeah,
weird.
yeah,
This
she's
is
very
weird.
nice. She's helped and
just so if she hears this, just so she knows, I've told you like maybe moving to Montana is a good idea.
yeah.
'Cause
You
you're not
know,
gonna get in
a
trouble.
fresh new start where I generally don't know anybody.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and she's
You'd be a bum
offered
anywhere.
to take me and the baby and help me get a job. Help me with anything that I needed
Something
help
like
with.
that might be a good thing.
There's been times where he's had actually no formula and all, and I've texted her like, hey, Ben doesn't have any formula. Do you think you can help me? And if she has it, she'll send it. So
Don't get me wrong. It's one thing if you need help and you're asking for help. Granted. But the level of what she's doing with the frequency at which she's doing it and the attitude that she has with it, like it's not giving, from what he's saying of how she's acting and treating, it's not giving gratitude. So you can be upset all you want to for me saying she's bum, but that's bum behavior. You can be a beggar and not be a bum. Those are two different things. Do bums beg? Yeah, but they also have shitty ass attitudes.
just very, very appreciative of her because she does help when she can,
That's nice.
And so I was on my way out there. I say I got maybe into Texas, like halfway through Texas, and I got a phone call from Josh saying, oh yeah, I called DCFS on you, this is that, you took my fucking car, which I did, but my car was stuck, so it's not like I left him out there, just completely fucked. I took his car, he called DCFS, they came, did an investigation, took him away, drug tested me, seeing I wasn't on no drugs or anything, the most I popped up for was weed. But it's legal out there where I stay at too, so they didn't, they just said, okay, as long as we test the baby.
So your brother boyfriend, brusband. So your brusband, brofriend. So your brofriend, cause y'all not married. So your brofriend, y'all was around each other, and then you took his car, and then cause you took his car, he called DCFS, which is CPS, which is the people who take your kids. Who took her kids in the first place. And they took your kid. What is going on? What is that sound? But yeah, what is going on here? I don't get it. I don't understand. And I'm trying not to judge, not really, a little bit on the left hand side if you carry them too. But you can't help but judge. Like, what is going on here? And then it's all like, oh, he was so caring. And then,
it's not in his system, which it wasn't, because I still have breast milk, but it doesn't produce enough for him. So he hasn't been on my, breastfeeding unless it's like an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
He did the drug test. They closed the investigation, said it was a false report. They had gave him back to me, and Josh took me back to court. So now we're both having custody. We both have custody. So he has part custody, I have part custody.
And you're in New Mexico, and Josh is where?
Who knows?
Not New Mexico. Not New Mexico.
Not in New Mexico.
So that makes it difficult to connect.
Yeah, I think right now he said he's with his brother, so wherever that's at.
What is Josh doing for money?
He still works, but when it comes to me, he wants nothing to do with it. If I ask him money for myself, he's not gonna send it. If I say, "Hey, your son needs this, that, and the third," he'll send it if he has it. But he gets paid, I believe, every 2 weeks. So even he's on a little tight budget because he has to still pay his rent, and then he has another property out in, I don't know, I'm pretty sure he told you, like overseas somewhere. So he has that property, and I know he has his own expenses as well, you know. So
what are you learning from all of these relationships and ups and downs of your life? Are you learning anything?
Yeah, I've learned a lot. And my main one is probably for me to be more about myself and my child, because I could be down in the dirt and not have shit.
She have a clone of her neck?
If he doesn't have it, I'm just assed out. So a lot of that comes with, you know, I need to
Is that
start
a clone of her
saving.
neck?
I get on my OnlyFans and actually do my OnlyFans. I post here and there, but you know, me having him by myself,
it's not.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's hard. Every morning he wants to be up at 4.
Let me ask you this question. This is just for me personally. What did you learn from what happened with you and me, whatever it was, like 3 years ago, something like that?
I could genuinely say don't burn bridges, and
So has he grown to test, like, do he have feelings for her? Is given that? Is he given that? Is given, because remember I told you before that this is getting weird between the interviewer and the interviewee, and all of a sudden he want to ask questions about you and me. I don't know what's going on here.
don't take advantage of people that are really there trying to just see the best in you.
There were no strings attached. I didn't want anything from you. I just was
You just wanted the best.
I
Yeah.
just wanted to help you out.
Yeah.
Which is
And at that point in time, it was, you know, oh, okay, he sent me money. Let's go get some drugs. Let's go get high. And, you know.
That was, what was his name? Fly.
Yeah.
That was Fly's
Yeah.
kind of advice of what to do with the money?
Yeah, and spending it on him. And then, you know, when he went to jail and you weren't good with me because he was calling you from jail, it was just like, okay, now I'm asked out and you know. But I did it to myself, not worrying about myself and not trying to better myself and
Because you had
following the wrong crowd.
You had an opportunity of a lifetime then.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you had how many?
The apartment, the rooms you paid for, the car.
Not even me. You just had an opportunity because of what social media created. Your that first video of yours is 20 million views.
Yeah.
You had a lot of people that were like,
and I didn't use it to the better of my advantage.
No, you could have.
Yes.
You could have turned that into a gold mine. Not necessarily OnlyFans. You could have been doing
so much better.
You could have done little videos about you doing the nails, taking care of your kids, doing your makeup, what you're going to wear tomorrow, like all that kind of stuff, and people would have been following you.
Yeah, and not let it go down the drain, you know, following somebody else instead of following myself.
Yeah, these hustlers.
Yeah.
That women in your
shoes.
So
I'd say right about now, that's what I'm more focused on, you know. Me and Josh didn't work out, and that's fine, you know. He still comes around, sees the baby, you know.
You got that big old tattoo on your cheek, though.
Yeah, so that's still something that I'm trying to do, get everything removed. And I think it's just a really time to just focus on me and my son, especially having DCFS involved. And I know how that feels with my first 2 sons, and it's not great.
I'm sure.
It takes a lot because you don't ever know. It could be the slightest of the littlest things, and they come and take them back.
Do you regret the face tattoos?
I do. I feel like it blocks a lot of what I could have been instead of what I actually am now. You know, a lot of job interviews.
Yeah, you get a lot of judgment, and people turn you down for jobs. Probably.
Oh yeah.
You know, Noelle, who's my girl Friday here, is such a great detective. She like finds out stuff about everybody before we interview them, after we interview them, what's going on. She's a really good detective, kind of like that. And she found a photo of your dad.
Yeah.
And he's
So
covered in face tattoos.
he came a lot in inspiration with the face tattoos because he's seen me before when I was in juvenile hall, right before I went to YA, came and seen me in placements and stuff. And I was like, oh, you know, that actually looks nice. So I had different face tattoos before I had these. And I got those removed through probation because they made you. So I got those taken off. But he was my inspiration on that.
Your dad.
I was just like, oh, he looks okay with tattoos on his face. You know, I'm not too far from his skin color. I might look good. But it was the stuff I chose to put on my face. Was just like, yeah, you got some explaining to do. And I look at it now, having him and being able to raise him and take care of my son. A lot of stuff pops up in my mind, like when I wake up 4 o'clock in the morning dealing with him, like, you know, what are you going to say when your son gets older and he asks you, oh, well, what's that about? You know, and it's hard because it's just like I would have no excuse but to tell him the truth, you know, being young and stupid and not doing what's best for me.
Yeah. Yes, I think viewers need to understand that you're just doing the best with what you were given.
Yeah.
And you were given less than anybody.
And it's hard, but I don't like to see myself to try to use that as an excuse, you know, for the fucked up stuff that I do. And, you know, like, especially with you, you know, you've been nothing but open arms, you know. And
you do some fucked up shit with me.
And I do some pretty fucked up shit.
I was thinking, because I knew you were coming in today.
Because it's like, I know, like, you know, it's been a few times where you text me and it's just like, no, I'm done helping you. Figure it out. We've came this far. Figure it out. You've got help. Figure it out. And it's just like, okay, well, give me Noelle's number. And you're like, for fucking what?
I'm not gonna
Leave her out of it, you know?
I'm not going to get her involved. But I was thinking about some of the things you've done. Like, you've called me, or you've texted me as if you were Rebecca.
Yeah. Rebecca, Mariah.
And Rebecca never texts me. Rebecca, I give Rebecca a phone.
And so you'll answer, you'll be like, hey, how are you doing? And you're like, oh, okay. So what's really going on, Azariah? I'm like, oh shit, he knows.
and then you had a cat. You texted me as if you were Mariah.
Yes.
Asking for money for the baby because Mariah just had a baby or something like that. So I gave her money. I go, what's your Cash App? She gives me her Cash App, and you were disguised as Mariah.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's not your Cash App.
Yeah.
So what is it, Azariah? And I'm like, fuck.
You're sneaky.
So you're a liar, a schemer, and a little slow. And then y'all say all day that these are the type of people that just need help. But it's perfectly good people who don't do this shit that need help. Y'all really don't feel that this is enabling her? Y'all really don't feel like to keep giving her money over and over and over again, even though she's doing this dumb shit, it's sending a message subconsciously? Hopefully I can get through this last 12 minutes, because I don't even got really nothing to say no more. Like, what?
But I still help you out sometimes.
Yeah, and I do appreciate it, and you don't have to, and we've been well past that.
Yeah. No, but I still want to see you do better. Yeah. I would still love to see you kind of turn the corner. I think my viewers do too.
Yeah. And I'm trying. It's hard, but I'm trying. You know, I've came a long way even from, you know, doing drugs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The most I'll do is, you know, take a couple shots, you know, like alcohol.
Yeah.
Take a couple shots.
How did you get clean from crystal meth?
So I basically just went cold turkey. And it came to a point where it was just like, okay, if I don't get myself off of it, going to rehab, that's not going to help me, because people in rehab still find a way to get fucking drugs, and you're just around people 24/7 that want to get fucking high. So me going to rehab, I knew that wasn't an option for me personally, because I knew it wasn't going to help. So I just kind of woke up one day and it was just like, I feel like fucking shit. And it was right after I had got high. I was just like, I can't do this. I feel like shit. I feel like I'm gonna die, you know? And I got tired of it, and I was just like, okay, this is it. Like, if I do it again, I might overdose again, or something bad might really happen where I can't come back from it. So if I don't want it for myself, how am I going to expect help from anybody else to not want to see me high, you know? I had to change people I were around, you know, the set and everything else. I had completely just isolated myself and was like, hey, this is it, you know? And I think had I not done that, I probably wouldn't be here still talking to you. You know, I probably wouldn't have my son or anything. So it's changed a lot.
What that was the motivation, was
Yeah.
Benjamin?
Yeah. Because I got pregnant with Josh before that, and we didn't know we were brother or sister yet. And I had found out I was pregnant, and I lost the baby. And it was just like, okay, if this is something that you're really saying that you're wanting, you know, you want a better life for yourself, nobody else can give that to you. And that's been proven with just me and you. You know, you tried so hard, paid for my apartment, the car, you know, paying for rooms until you got me into the apartment. And it was just like, even then, I wasn't ready. So I'd say, you know, the people struggling with that, nobody can help you unless you actually want the help.
Y'all pay for her
you try to
apartment?
prop people up.
Yeah.
I learned this early on when I was doing this project. Let me help you.
Yeah.
And nobody wants.
Yeah.
they want the money.
And I also had
They don't want real
to
help.
take in consideration, like, you know, I'm not just hurting the inside of me. I'm hurting my appearance. The shit that I'm doing is just like, okay, if you weren't high, you wouldn't have did that, you know? So it's just like, if I want better, I need to have to.
If you weren't high, would you have gotten the face tattoos?
You say that, but then you also say you've been clean for a couple of years. But in these last couple of years, this is the stuff that you said you've done. So I'm not saying that the drugs is not an influence on you, which it greatly is and greatly could be. But also on the same note, you doing fucked up shit when you perfectly sober. All right? Just saying. 9 minutes.
Well, this one I didn't get when I was high.
That's probably the worst one.
The other ones, I was. And I looked back at it like, wow, you did that shit for somebody you never even saw a future with, you know? At least with Josh, I saw some kind of potential, some kind of, you know, but it's just, we're too much alike each other.
Shit.
Fighting every day, it's not worth my happiness. It's not worth his happiness. It's not worth our state of mind, you know, and I'm okay with that. I'd rather us be happy and come to understandings than us fighting all the time and still trying to make something work. Because nothing will work like that. It'll work until you don't know who the hell you are anymore.
But Benjamin is doing good?
He's doing good, yeah.
No signs of any genetic craziness?
Nope. So he had a red dot on his chest the other day, and it concerned me. I was visiting Josh's cousin because she's in love with the damn baby. So we were over there visiting, and she's seeing the red mark on his chest, and I'm like, oh, what is that? Like, I never saw that. Like, it just literally appeared, and I took him to his godmom's house, and she's like, oh, it's just probably a heat rash, you know, because you have him in clothes all the time. So it's probably a heat rash. And it went away, but he has a follow-up on Friday. I made him a doctor's appointment. But it's all the way gone now, but I still need to take him to the doctor.
Are you enjoying being a mom again?
Yes, it's hard. Sometimes I get frustrated. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night, and I just on the verge of crying, like, fuck, I can't do this shit, you know, because it's hard.
And you're all by yourself.
And it's hard, like, looking at him and certain stuff he does, my sons used to do, and it's very hard not being able to see them, but having custody of him, it's very hard.
Do you talk with your boys at all?
No.
You don't?
No.
It's gotta be hard.
Yeah. It's very hard.
Sorry.
But he keeps me pushing, you know, and times where I feel like I can't do it, I do look at him and I'm like, you know, it's okay. If he has it, then I have to have it, you know?
Yeah. It's
So
not-
it does. It gets very hard and stressful. Especially, thank you. Especially, middle of the nights, it's just like, oh, I just want to go to sleep. Like, be quiet. But it's just like they're crying for a reason. You might not know what the hell the reason is, but they're not going to cry unless something's wrong. So I get up, his dad has him stuck on taking walks at 4 o'clock in the morning. So he'll go out and walk him outside and stuff when he's around. And when he's not, then, it's my turn to do it.
Mm.
So
you're looking better.
thank you.
She
Do
is.
you have any friends?
I don't have friends besides Josh's cousin, and I think that's, probably best for me because I'm not a good friend picker. And I don't want to fall back into my old mishaps, That's a lot of reasons why I stay away from my mom because I know she's still struggling with her addiction. And it hurts having to stay away from her, but I know... Well, now I could say being away from her so long, I know how to manage it. If you want to get high, you want to do, be respectful, don't bring it around me. But if that's what you want to do, that's, your choice. But I'm choosing not to, and it's hard to still see her like that. And I want to help her so bad, but it's just like I'm trying to help myself first. I have to put myself first. Because if I can't manage to do that, how do I manage to take care of Ben?
Yep. Yeah, you're starting to make good decisions.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
You didn't
It's
start out that
hard.
way.
Yeah, I definitely didn't. So it's hard, but there's been times where it's just like I go without eating and I go without taking a shower and stuff, but it's just like as long as he has what he needs, then I'm okay. It doesn't matter. My hair ain't been brushed in I don't know how long, but it's it's okay because I make sure he's clean, he's kept up with, so if I don't have the time for myself to take a shower, I just go without, and it's hard because it's just like, I'm a pretty girl. I like to look at myself like a pretty girl. Like, oh, let's go out, get our nails done. Like, this and that. I know you said something about my nails, and it's like, these are press-ons. These cost $3. But, I spent the $3 and still made sure, okay, he has formula. Because formula is not cheap. For one can, I pay $50 for his formula. Because he only drinks Enfamil. The gold kind that they give him at the hospital, but once you leave the hospital, they don't continue to help you with it. Luckily for food stamps, I got myself on food stamps. I have him on food stamps, so they help out a lot.
Well, you're doing it. Being a single mom is not easy.
Yeah, it's not.
So, but sometimes you are lying to me.
Yes.
And there was one thing.
Big time.
Yeah. I mean, you lie to me a lot. I can read through it sometimes, but sometimes I don't have any information to work with. But you didn't have Benjamin in Rhode Island.
No, we did not.
What happened?
So we were on our way to Rhode Island, and right when we got to the end of Oklahoma, I told Josh it was like maybe 11, 12 at night, and I was just like, oh my God, it feels like he's coming, because I was having Braxton Hicks throughout my whole pregnancy. So I'm like, oh my God, it feels like he's coming. We got to stop now. And we went and got a room in Oklahoma. And he's just like, we can't have him out here. He's going to get took if we have him out here. So we got the room, middle of the night. We ended up driving out, made it to the next state over. I'm not sure which other one we went through. We went through like several different states.
But you were going to Rhode Island.
We were going to Rhode Island.
Where having a child with your brother is legal.
Right, it's legal. And so I'm like, I don't think we're going to make it to Rhode Island because we were still like hours away. And I'm like, I don't think we're going to make it. And he's like, okay, let me look up. Let's see where else we can have him at that's close but not too, not that far. And I'm like, okay. He's like, oh, it says Ohio. Like, we could have him in Ohio. Ohio just passed the law. And I'm like, oh, okay, like, are you sure? Are you positive? And he's like, yeah, it says it right here. Like, as long as you're not married to your sibling, then there's no issue. So we got there. We were there maybe 2 days and ended up having him on Father's Day.
In Ohio?
Yeah, in Ohio.
And it was legal?
And it was...
Why does there need to be a law against or for
was legal. Yeah, they didn't come in, ask any questions or nothing. They took blood from him. They, did all the tests and everything. He was fine.
Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe let me explain that a little bit more. Okay, against or for against. If you need a law against something, that means we would do it. And if you need a law for it, that means we would want to do it. And that's what I'm not.
Failed his right ear test, and then I had to stay an extra 2 days because I had to have a blood transfusion. I had to have 2 blood transfusions because when I went in, my blood was very low. And after I had them, it put me down to damn near like a little bit of blood. So I had 2 blood transfusions. They came back in and redid his test, and he passed his test. So they said once I was ready to go that I could go. So we ended up leaving like the 3rd or 4th day we were there. Yeah.
So, I'm glad the baby's healthy.
Yeah.
You still lying, but here we are.
Yeah.
At least you come clean eventually.
Yeah.
It's nice. Well, my audience, as long as my audience still likes your little updates, I'll continue dragging your butt in here. I didn't drag you in. You actually dragged yours. You wanted to come in.
Yeah.
So, I'll let you in the door. As long as my audience likes you. You're still interested.
Yeah, I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to do the backstory on her. Because this is frustrating the hell out of me. This just then grinded on my Motor City gears. I don't understand. Or maybe it's not for me to understand. Because I'm not her, maybe I would do different things. Yeah. So yeah, that's the story of those 2 siblings who had a baby. Yeah. That's it. Just I think I'm more confused now than I was when I started. And that's the thing that I probably don't want to do a backstory because I'm going to have way more questions to ask. And I don't feel like I'm going to get the answer. Because I didn't get a lot of answers there. I just got more questions. So yeah, I'll see you on the next video.